वाङ् मे मनसि प्रतिष्ठिता मनो मे वाचि प्रतिष्ठितम् आविराविर्म एधि वेदस्य मणिस्थः श्रुतं मे मा प्रहासीः अनेनाधीतेन होरात्रान् सन्दधामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
Let's go in.
Greetings. This is TK Trav, aka Travis Magus, here with Lvx777. Today we're going to talk about the 3 things that you need to understand before Lion's Gate. If you don't know, Lion's Gate is one of the peak energy times of the year. 8/8, August 8th. This is when the strength of Leo is at its highest. It's a very magical day of the year. And if you know what you're doing, you can harness that energy for your benefit. So we're going to talk about what you can do to harness that energy for your benefit. 3 things in specific. So, just to kind of set the baseline, we know that the sun is going to be in Leo. This year, for 8/8, the moon is going to be in Libra. So already, when you look at the combination of these 2 cards, Leo for the sun, Libra for the moon, what comes to mind? What are you thinking? What do you know about the sun and the sun's effect on your personality? What do you know about the moon and the moon's effect on your personality? What do you know about Leo and what do you know about Libra? Understanding those 2 things will tell you everything you need to know in order to prepare for 8/8 Lion's Gate and to maximize your potential. So peace and greetings to all my favorite people in the universe. Peace, Kashigi. Peace, Relax You Good, 11. Peace, Nibs Music. Peace, Peace, the Digital Alchemist. Peace, Praying Mantis. Star Lion, peace, peace. Lisa, good evening, peace to you. Jay Baltayo, peace, peace. So look, we've got the sun in Leo, we've got the moon in Libra. Automatically, what that's telling me is that there's a major focus on the ego, on the personality, on the concept of who you are, who you think you are, who you know you are. Those are 2 different people. Who you think you are and who you know you are. Because who you think you are is full of ideals, full of concepts that make you feel good. And who you know you are includes a lot of the default faults that you may or may not be strong enough to address. And when I see that the moon is in Libra, what I'm seeing is that this particular checkpoint, because that's what this is, a checkpoint. If you listen to my videos before, or if you know me, Personally, I don't give a flip about Lionsgate or December 21st or any special day that y'all are talking about. But I know that you care. And since I know that you care, it doesn't matter what I say, it's still on your mind. So what I am presenting today is an observation of the correspondences that deal with this particular internet holiday, Lionsgate 88. So what it says to me is that with Leo, the sun, we're dealing with the ego, we're dealing with a major central focus on the individual and how the individual carries themselves throughout the day-to-day life. With the moon being in Libra, we've got a heavy focus on balance, a heavy focus on unification, a heavy focus on making sure that the elements of your environment speak to each other in such a way that everybody's being fed. So what comes to mind to me is the Lover's card. Now, what do you think about when you see the Lover's card? What do you think about personally when you see the Lover's card? You think about some girl you're simping after, some guy that you're simping after. You think about your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband, your wife. You think about your partner. What do you think about when you see the Lover's card? Personally, when this card comes up to me, I never think about human relationships. Like, to me, every time I see this card, it's about the relationship between the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, and the superconscious, the higher self. That's what I see. Now, your capacity might be different, and honestly, that's okay. That's fine. Whatever. But coming from a practicing occultist, middle hand path, right? Everybody wants to be left hand path, right hand path. I'm a middle path occultist. That's just what I do. It's not even nothing to celebrate or talk about. That's just what it is. When I think about this card from a middle path perspective, what I see is check the relationship between the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, and the higher self. And that is the main course on the menu for the Lionsgate 88 holiday in the next couple of days. What is it, August 12th? You got 6 days. 6 days, and I'm going to tell you 3 things that you need to have in check before you get there. Because if you don't, you can find yourself with everybody else celebrating Kamala Harris, Donald Trump, or whatever else. That's as deep as I've gotten. Like, I've taken the last couple of months to really separate from pop culture and humanity and just like stick with myself, cleanse, and perfect myself. Last time I opened up the window, I saw y'all were talking about Drake and Kendrick. I open up the window today, I see that Kamala Harris and Trump getting shot in the ear was a big deal. There's that stuff, you know what I'm saying? If it's entertaining, that's one thing. But I know that for some of you, it's more than entertainment. It's a personality. You've taken that into yourself. And if you're watching my channel right now, if you're watching any channel that has to do with spirituality, that needs to be uprooted out of you and left for your neighbors and your family members, because that has nothing to do with your soul. That has nothing to do with your evolution, your growth, self-mastery, or any of those things that I talk about. I don't know. Anyways, we're going to get down to this. The 3 things that you need to know before 8/8 Lionsgate. By the way, if you're tuning into this video, if this is content that interests you and you want some more of it, hit the like button. Personally, I don't care. I'm going to make videos. I don't even check anymore. But according to YouTube, according to my video getting spread to people who, like you, might be interested in this kind of thing, hit the like button, and it will ensure that this message and other messages like this will be spread to people who care. So once again, peace and greetings to my favorite people. Ultra Instinct, peace, my guy. Ultra Instinct says, Bro Trev was just on Banty's live, mentioned your name and got your notification 30 seconds later. The Stinks is turning up. That's awesome. That's awesome. Bro, Banty. Who's Banty? William Young. Peace. Mastermind. Peace. Shades of Shay 888. Peace and greetings. Monica Lawan, peace. Michael C says, are we live? No, this is pre-recorded. Okay, so getting to the first thing that needs to be understood. The first out of three. And by the way, number 3 is only for advanced practitioners. The first 2 is for everybody else. But number 3, this is only for advanced practitioners. So that's only like 3 of us. Stop it. Number one. Mirror rituals. So check this out now. We're going from bottom to the top because I have a wide range of audience. I have an audience of people who like literally just got out of church yesterday. They're just now realizing, like, what if there's more than Jesus? All right, I've got people who have studied the texts. I've got people who have done rituals, people who are like at my level and beyond, right? So there's a whole smorgasbord of people. So we're going to start at the bottom here. The first thing that you want to have mastered this week before Lionsgate happens is mirror rituals. Why do you think that's the first thing? You tell me in the comments as I continue. Leo in the tarot is represented by the Strength card. The Strength card. And really what we're looking at here is a personal mastery over the lower self. A mastery over the lower self. Do you know what that means? Don't say yes if you don't. You've been dealing with the animal all your life. The animal wants to eat. The animal wants to fuck. The animal wants to sleep. The animal wants to feel safe. The animal wants what it wants. And for the most part, we believe that we're the animal and we don't resist the animal. But as we grow, as we evolve, as we become more mature, we start to establish boundaries and goals. We start to establish a sense of self outside of the animal. So this Strength card, when you see this woman here wrestling this lion, because that's your lower self. It's like a lion. Have you ever seen a lion? Those of you who have seen a lion in person, you know that's not a beast that you just smack on the ass and keep it moving. That's a beast that you would prefer that it never looks at you. It's ferocious. It's dominant. It does what it wants. This is the lower self. It takes time and it takes cunning. It takes intelligence to master that lower self. And this is the season for doing so. Now, I mentioned before that the moon will be in Libra. Libra is represented by the Justice card. The Justice card shows that balance is paramount. Harmony is paramount. This is the language of the universe. This is the language of the universe. The universe is just. The universe is fair. Now, you might not feel like it because your ego may or may not agree. But ultimately, all energy balances out. All of it. Shades of Shade says, I have. They are intimidating. Yeah. Right. Right. Natural Sister. Peace, peace. Good to see you. Ultra Instinct says 8 is a mirror of itself, a 0 with a twist. Beautiful. I love that. 8 is a 0 with a twist. You take that 0 and you twist it, you get 8. And by the way, what's the number of this card? What's the number of the strength card? Exactly. Useless Familiar, peace. Useless Familiar says strength is working with earth itself. The earth body is holy too. Malkuth is the kingdom. Absolutely. This beast that I described is holy. This beast is divine. In my paradigm, there's not good versus evil. There's not an enemy. All of it is you. That same beast that I talked about, it's a part of you that requires discipline. It requires sophistication. And it's up to a sophisticated part of yourself to tame that beast. Are you sophisticated enough to tame that beast? Straight Panther 79. Good to see you, my man. Good to see you. Art Quark, peace, peace. All right, so let's keep going. So, mirror rituals. All right, so look, let's just keep it simple. Let's just keep it the way it is. I have this hanging thing that's getting on my nerves. It's gonna have to go. When I find you, I'm gonna fuck you up. There we go. All right. So, mirror rituals. We all have mirrors throughout our houses. We all have mirrors, right? You've got a mirror in your bedroom. You've got a mirror in your bathroom. You got a mirror in your living room, maybe. At least you got one in your car. You got one on your phone. So here's the deal. On the large scale, we come to understand that the environment is a reflection of self. Your environment is a reflection of yourself. Today is a reflection of the decisions that you made yesterday. And tomorrow will be a reflection of the decisions that you're making today. Everything here is a mirror. Everything here is about reflection. Reflection, multiplication, and division. So when I talk about mirror magic, what I'm talking about is when you find yourself in the timeline of life, you've got yesterday over here, you've got tomorrow over there, and you've got the right now. And within this right now is the only time that you're able to program reality. The only space available to program reality is right now. Now, from personal experience, what I've found is the best place to program reality is in front of the mirror. Every time that you pass by that mirror, you need to be casting out a program. You need to be casting out a spell. You need to be casting out a command. You need to be speaking into your reality what it is that you wish to be reflected. I don't care what the fuck is going on. I don't care who said this, who said that, what you're pissed off about, what you're sad about, what you're insecure about. Every single time you walk past that mirror, you need to cast a command. You need to cast a spell. Every single time. Now, just based off of that, who's willing to do that? Who's willing to do that? Who says, oh, well, you know, I'd like to, but who's saying, well, I don't know, but This is the simple shit. Who's willing to do the simple shit? Like I said, there's three things. We're going to start with the simple. We're going to get to the complex. But first and foremost, every single time that you pass by a mirror, just like what homie said, Ultra Instinct, the 8 is a 0 twisted. It's a reflection of the self. Every time you pass by that mirror, you must be speaking commands into your reality. Look into your own eyes. I don't care if you're shy and you don't look into everybody else's eyes. Look into your own eyes and cast that command. That's the first step. Keep in mind now, we got themes of balance. Look at the scale in his hand. Or her hand. I think that's the girl. You see the scale in her hands? You see Libra here. See, a lot of y'all are thinking that when it comes to magic, you have to be learning new stuff every couple of days, every couple of months. That's not how it goes. There's a collection of stuff to know. Right, the knowledge is here. The knowledge is dead. The knowledge is stagnant. When it comes to magical learning, and listen, this is a pro tip. We're dealing with cycles of themes. And every so often, time moves into a cycle of a certain theme where if you're focused on that theme, your learning is amplified. How many people play The Sims? Probably like 3 of us. I know that Lasange plays The Sims. Myself, we're probably the only 2 people on this stream that plays The Sims. Anyways, you can like build a house that has a certain boost to certain skills. Like you can build a house that is very good for building charisma. You can build a house that gives you a boost for artistic skills. Hell, you can build a house that is very sexual, and every time people come in, they get super horny. You can build a house that has like a boost to certain skills, and when people come in, if they engage in that skill, they get a boost. Well, that's what we're dealing with here. Life and time moves through cycles, and these cycles have to do with certain boosts and skills. This is what the zodiac is. We're in Leo season, right? That's the sun, and we're heading towards Libra moon. When you understand these signs and where the planets are, what that's showing you is that there's a boost to those certain skills. You dig? So right now is the time to stand in front of your mirror and speak your reality into existence. That's number 1. That's number 1. Dear Baldale says, I haven't played for a while, but F that clown painting. Oh. All right, you with me so far? That's the first one. That's the first one. Number 2. So number 2, I asked my son before this live stream, and I'm like, young man. I never call him a kid. I always call him a man, because I want him to know of himself as a fully developed being, even before he is. In any case, I asked him, young man, what should my live stream be about today? What should I talk about? And he said, tell them that they are good enough. And I'm like, what? You're 10 years old. What do you know about I'm good enough? What do you know about that? But this is what he says. So the second thing you need to know as we move into this lion gate, I don't know, you want me to talk about, oh, you need to get you some sage in your pocket. You need to have an amethyst crystal. Make sure that you summon Bune to make sure you get $5. And if that's what you want, go get it. But what I'm telling you, it lines up from my studies. This is you. What do you see when I present this card? What comes to mind when you see this image? What is this? What is this? You tell me. And you tell me right now, goddammit. Peace, Kyle the God Pod. Alright, so check this out. Check this out. When you study the occult, you're going to find a lot of sweet words. And when you study Samkhya, you're going to find that you don't exist. What you're also going to find is that the human body is designed as a conduit for the transference of consciousness into matter and matter into consciousness. We're literally this middle thing that is in between consciousness and matter. And what we do is we transfer signal from point A to point B. You see him pointing up to consciousness, you see him pointing down to matter. And of course, you got the tools on the table, represents the 4 elements. Every single human being is a channel that consciousness can interact with matter. That's what we are. That's what makes us special. And that's what time it is. Now that's the masculine aspect of magic. And what we want to be, in addition to that, is the High Priestess. Now what do you see when I show you this card? What do you see when I show you this card? And do you hear this beautiful mantra? Do you like it? Do you hear this mantra? Hold on a minute. Wait a minute. Pause. Hold on. Do you hear this mantra though? It was just dropped. Like a couple hours ago, like 4 hours ago. This is one of the Upanishads. If you follow me on Instagram, I dropped the link in my story. But if you're on YouTube and you don't follow me on Instagram, I'll post the link a little bit later. But hold on, time out. This shit is hard. This shit is hard.
सोऽस्यायमात्मा पुण्येभ्यः कर्मभ्यः प्रतिधीयते धास्यायमितर आत्मा
Ray Blackstorm, peace, bro, peace. Ray Blackstorm says, peace to the Magus. I'm getting ready to go out, and I'm looking at the mirror, and you were talking about mirror magic, synchronization. Hey, listen, shout out to Ray Blackstorm. Like, he didn't ask for this, and I didn't ask for it, but follow Ray Blackstorm on Instagram. Like, he posts some great stuff. There's a lot of people on Instagram that I follow and unfollow, but homie is consistent. Follow Ray Blackstorm, for sure. So, right now, number 2, you are enough. And this is what I mean by that. That sounds like some feel-good message. I mean, I want you to feel good, especially when you see me, right? Feel good when you see me. But this is not a feel-good kind of thing. When I say you are enough, I don't mean your ego. Your ego sucks. Your ego sucks. And you have a soul inside of you that is pure, that is powerful, that contains the brilliance of the entire universe. And because your ego sucks, you don't let that shit out. Because your ego sucks, you filter the purity of what you actually are. Because you think you're the shit, you're stifling the greatness that you actually could be. Because you think you're good at this, because you think that you're better at that, because you think that your preferences and your opinions matter, and your opinions and your preferences are better than the next person, you're actually stifling the truth. Your ego sucks. I'm making sure that you see that I'm saying that with a straight face. But when I say that you're enough, what I'm saying is that the answer is within you. The answer is within you. You don't need another book. You don't need another course. You don't need another video. You don't need another podcast. You don't need another TikTok. When you really sit down and you say to yourself, God, I need an answer. God, I need some help. Yo, how can I get to that next level? What do I have to do? The answer is not anywhere outside of you. The answer is in your environment. It's in your cluttered ass apartment. It's in your dry ass decorated house. It's in your bedroom. It's in your closet. It's on the bookshelf full of books that you already bought and haven't read, right? The answers are there already. It's in the notes that you took that you haven't read since 2 years ago. The answer is already there. You are enough. What I'm saying is that you don't need to accumulate anything else. You don't need to add anything else to that funky ass ego. It's already there. Move yourself out of the way so you can see who you are, so you can see what exists. Move yourself out of the... And look, man, I can talk shit about y'all because I have been there and shit. In some instances, I am there. On some instances, I am there, right? Move yourself out the way. Your answer is there. You don't need anything else. Look, honestly, this is the most important tip that you need to understand before Lion's Gate. Honestly. You don't need anything else. You don't need to see another one of my videos or anyone else's videos. You didn't miss a panic video or whatever. for the problem that you're trying to solve right now, like this problem today, like, damn, I just got a DUI. How am I going to afford it? Damn, I just got this problem. Damn, she found out, right? Whatever the issue that you're dealing with right now, damn, I need to make $5,000 tomorrow or else, right? Whatever issue you're dealing with, the answer is in your environment right now. So you need to become a Magus. Uh-oh. You need to understand that you are a conduit of energy. You're a conduit of consciousness to energy. So you don't need to accumulate anything. You need to create out of the ingredients that you have. Hey, I went through a hard time very recently. And I have nothing. But I tell you what, I whipped something up. And everybody else could not tell that I did not have it. Show of hands. How many people have been through a situation where you were down bad, but the people around you didn't know because you was able to whip it up because you cooked something up and they couldn't tell? Show of hands. Maybe I'm the only one who's done that. Maybe that's what makes me unique and special and super powerful. I don't know. How many people made it work when you ain't have nothing? Like, seriously, this is why I'm asking you this. I'm asking you this because you've done it already. This isn't something new. You've done it already. You are enough. That's rule number 2 as we enter Lion's Gate. You know what makes a Magus? Not a title, not a tool, not a tip or a trick, but an understanding of how to move energy, how to finesse energy. How many people here know how to finesse energy? How many people here know how to finesse energy? Again, maybe I'm the only one. Scrape the bowl, right? Scrape the bowl. Gotta say, I got hella recipes. You gotta have recipes, right? And don't get me wrong, it's nice when you have it. It's nice when you have it. But sometimes it's a seesaw. And that's a different story. When it comes to marketing, we call that feast and famine. And a lot of people who enter into entrepreneurship go through a long season of feast and famine. That's when you're up here and then you're down here, and then you're up here and you're down. Like, it's a seesaw. I've done that for quite a while. Shades of Shay 888 says, many times I had to fake it. Ro Rockin says, yep, I did something amazing when I thought I couldn't. That's what I'm talking about. Check it out now. Louis says, this is why 8/8 is the greatest day to come back here. And that's your birthday. That's your birthday. Ultra Instinct says, nah, for sure. $1 out of 15 cents. Nothing new. Right, so we know this. And I'm telling you, especially when you have somebody that's dependent on you, like I said, like in the previous live stream, I'll starve. I won't eat. Like, fuck it. I will lay low until it's time to come up again. But if I got my son involved, he's not gonna starve. Damn that. all that stuff goes out the window. Like, it's different rules for me, but when there's somebody that's dependent on me, no. Today, Ty says, reminds me when I had to sleep in a Celica because I was homeless, and I joined a martial arts gym just to use their showers. All I did was work 2 jobs and train 3 to 4 hours a day. Made it work. And shout out to you. Peace to you. That's what I'm talking about. Like, when you have to go through that kind of period, because I know what you're talking about, when you have to go through that, it builds character. It builds something within you that you cannot buy, that you cannot fake. It builds a level of strength, right? It teaches you a level of magic, for sure. And let me tell you something, because you understand that, you are prime material, prime candidate to tap into your subconscious mind. Because what you're learning is that you don't rely on the things that people have told you need to rely on. You've learned that you can survive with or without. And anybody who knows that you can survive with or without, you also know that the subconscious mind has the answers to what you're looking for. Yeah. Luke Giflin says, remove the permission slips to access deeper knowingness and self-gnosis. Walk into a trap and take over your trap. Laxative money, right? All right, I need to get to number 3. I see the number 2 has been very relatable, for sure. Shades of Shay 888 says, I agree. When I had my son, I learned how to make things happen out of thin air. Timon, peace. All right. Gotti says, today is Bankroll Fresh birthday. He's the 888 portal today. Shout out to Bankroll Fresh. Shout out to Bankroll Fresh. Rest in power. Rest in power. Matthew Watson, peace. All right. So, number 2, right? Number 2, you are enough. Do you get what I'm saying here? Like, we illustrated the point. I'm not talking about your ego. Fuck your ego. I'm not talking about your ego. I'm not talking about your likes and your dislikes. I'm not talking about any of that. When you dissolve that because you have to, you make it work, right? So we just illustrated right here in the chat. There have been people who had to dissolve their ego, who had to break it down. How humiliating is it to have to sleep in your car? How humiliating is it when your child says, I'm hungry, and you know you don't have nothing in that kitchen? How humiliating is it when the people around you got it and you don't, right? Your ego has to dissolve, and you have a choice right then and right there. I'm going to make it work, or I'm going to burn and suffer in this humiliation. But this is alchemy. This is alchemy. Because what you find when your ego dissolves is that there's the truth. There's a reality. There's a true self that says, nah, we're not dead yet. We're not dead yet. And we have something else to do. We have more to do. What I'm telling you is tap into that. Tap into that right now. While you got it, here's the trick. We tap into it when we're down and out. Tap into it now. It's okay. It's okay. You're not hurting anybody. It's not illegal. I felt a little bit guilty at first, but I don't now because I understand this is a part of me. You can tap into that without having to be down and out. That's the point that I'm trying to make here. That's the point that I'm trying to make here. You have the answers. Nobody else. I don't even look. You're not even watching me for the answers. I'm just reminding you of what you are. We just went through the fact that you've been through this already. You have the answers. I'm just reminding you of that. Let's get to number 3. Let's get to number 3. Zero. Peace, peace. Oh, wait a minute. What does that mean? I think that means something, but I might be wrong. I'm going to go with I might be wrong. I'm going to go with I might be wrong. But if I'm right. All right. Last thing. Equalize your obstacles. Equalize your obstacles. What does that mean? What does that mean? I'll tell you a secret. Before, the background was red, clouds, and lightning. And I literally thought, nah, that'd be too much. So I made it blue. Equalize your obstacles. I need somebody to tell me what you think that means. Give me some more. I'm not going to continue unless I get some involvement. I know y'all out there. What do I mean when I say equalize your obstacles?
Prathamah Khandaha Koyamatmeti Vayamupasmahi Katarassa Atma Yena Va Pashyati Yena Va Shrunoti Yena Va Gandhana Jighrati Yena Va Vacham Vyakaroti Yena Va Swaducha.
Because here's the thing. Y'all are fucking smart. Y'all are fucking smart. You all are more intelligent than you give yourselves credit for. This particular audience is an audience full of geniuses. You, as well as me, has been on the internet. You've been on social media, you've been on Instagram, you've been on Twitter and TikTok, X. You've been around the world and I can't find my baby. Right? You've seen these dumbasses across the world. You've seen these fools populating the planet. What I'm so proud of is that I've managed within just a couple of years to cultivate an audience of intelligent people. Now, every now and then, I might drop a Christian meme and get the Christians riled up, and they'll get all stank in the comments, whatever. I expect that. but I have I'm proud of myself for being able to cultivate an audience of intelligent people. So when I'm asking y'all questions, I know that you know the answer. What I know is that when you say it yourself, when you type it, when you think it out, you show yourself that you are that. So when I say equalize your obstacles, when I say equalize your obstacles, what am I saying? Straight Panther says, make them mirror in your mind. Dark Healer says, stop seeing them as obstacles and know they are actually your biggest strengths. Motion says, obstacles are investments. Get a good ROI, return on investment. Shout out to my fellow marketer. Luke Giflin says, I think it means to see one else in their obstacles in life. Okay. To see oneself in every situation. Obstacles to me are like games. They can be difficult, but are used for expansion and development. Truth. Good answer. 1212 Isis. Phoenix Wolfette, peace, peace. Matthew Watson says, manage your inner blockages and change your perspective on the external ones. Okay. All right, so here we go. When I say equalize your obstacles, like what I'm literally saying, because again, Moon in Libra, we got for this 8-8 Lionsgate, the Sun in Leo, the Moon in Libra. Libra is all about balance, harmony, and balance and harmony is not. It's not just because you think of it, it's going to happen. It's a process. Balance and harmony is a process, and I tell you what, Prakriti is harmony and balance. The world is fair. The universe is fair. The cosmos is fair. It might not feel good from your perspective, but the cosmos, the universe, Prakriti is balance. She is fair. She is just. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to happen right now at the snap of a finger. But when all is said and done, everything returns to where it belongs. That's just it. So when I say equalize your obstacles, ultimately what I'm saying is, here you are, all of you, and you have something that you want out of life, right? You have something that you want out of life, but you feel that there is something in front of you that is between you and that thing that you want. There's something between you and the thing that you want, or the place that you want to be. So when you look at this mathematically, it's an equation, isn't it? It's an equation. Do you remember algebra? There's AB equals A divided by B, or whatever, right? There's two sides of the equation where both sides equal each other. You just got to figure out a way to make it make sense. So what I'm saying is, have you considered seeing the situation from the other side? Have you considered seeing the situation from the eyes of the obstacle?
चक्षुश्चक्षुष आदित्यः कर्णौ निरभिद्येताम् कर्णाभ्यां श्रोत्रं श्रोत्रादिशस्त्वं निरभिद्यत त्वचो लोमानि लोमभ्य ओषधिवनस्पतयो हृदयं निरभिद्यत hridayan mano manasashchandrama nabhirnirabhityata nabhya apanopanan mrityushishnan nirabhityata shishnadrituritasā apaha.
Have you considered seeing the obstacle from the eyes of the obstacle? One of the things that I loved about my study in chaos magic, because I've been through chaos magic, is that in the early stages, chaos magic teaches you to see life through the eyes of everyone except you. So you need to step into the shoes, into the boots of a skinhead, step into the boots of a Nazi, step into the boots of a Trump worshiper, step into the boots of a black woman who worships Kamala Harris, step into the boots of somebody who farms rice for a living and looks at America for fun, but isn't involved with it. Look through the eyes of somebody that is so totally not you. And look at your problem as if it were a person, and look through the eyes of your problem looking at you. So y'all thought I was wild when I said that when I meditate on the goddess, I put myself in her. And I look through her eyes and look at myself. And when I see myself, I smile with the biggest smile I got. And I say, "This, he got it. He's up, he got it." Right? Look through the eyes. Look through the eyes. That's not easy, is it? Because a lot of y'all are so stuck. You're so stuck and so rigid in your identity. I identify as this and I identify as that. Right? I'm this, I'm that. I'm a real nigga, boy. I'm a street nigga, boy. Nobody asked, and nobody cares. And also, this is temporary. It's temporary. This ain't permanent. This ain't permanent. And if you want more, you have to be more. Literally. Literally. You have to be more. If you want more, you have to be more. Is this going over your head? Does this not make sense? Do you not care? Do you vibe with it? Is it striking like lightning? You tell me. Thank you, Patchwork. You got to be able to be flexible and see reality through different eyes, not just the eyes that you feel comfortable with, because life's not about you. And you don't know everything. You don't know the different options that are available. Maybe the person that you disagree with has a point. I'm not saying they're right. I'm not saying that they're 100%, you know what I'm saying, right. But perhaps the person that you are arguing with, that you have a problem with or whatever, maybe from their perspective it makes sense. And what would happen if you could see it from their perspective and you could see it make sense? Do you think that maybe you could come to some kind of solution, some kind of compromise? Maybe you could finally come to a point where this isn't an issue that bothers you? Listen, when I say there are no enemies, I mean that. I don't have no enemies. You look around the internet, I don't know, some of y'all watch other occultists, you watch other people who do magic and they put pins and dolls and hexes and, you know, they're always going to war and having beef with all these other occultists. I ain't got no beef. People might have beef with me. I got this one white boy who's obsessed with me, sending me these death threats. I love it, right? Give me that energy. But I ain't got no enemies, right? I have some dude who's mad because I did something to him. I don't remember. I don't know who he is. I don't have no enemies. They might feel that way, but I don't adopt that. Do you have enemies? If you do, it's a choice. It's a choice. And ultimately, like, just judging by the place that we're in right now, it's the internet age. Ain't none of them finna pull up on me. If they did, it'd be a different story. But I know ain't none of them finna pull up on me. And if your so-called enemy is not gonna pull up on you, why are you entertaining this drama? It's because you want to. It's because you wanted to. Calculate, calibrate, make it make sense. Look, it's like a pie chart. You know what a pie chart is? You got that circle and you got slices in it. If you have people who are taking up your energy, that's a slice of the pie. And the more people that you have that you're throwing energy at, that's a slice of your pie. I want my pie. I want all the cake. I want all of it. Just to me. I don't want to share none of it. So I don't have slices for, oh, well, my dad did this, my mom did this, and this dude over here, and this girl over here, my ex that nobody else gets none of this cake. Nobody else gets none of this pie. What makes that end result easier to attain is seeing it from their perspective. They're upset, they're lost, they're confused, they're whatever. But at the end of the day, you'll start to see that it ain't got shit to do with you. Move into Lionsgate 8-8 with this energy, and when these downloads start coming through, they will not be filtered by this human nonsense. So, let me know if this made sense. Let me know if these three things make sense to you. Let me know if these three things are three things that you can actually do for yourself. Let me know if this was good advice, or perhaps maybe Sexy Red could have gave you something better. I don't know. You tell me. You tell me. I tell you what, this mantra is the bee's knees. Patrick says most people won't pull up. They're all talk. I don't bother with those kinds of people. Right, and I don't. Like I'm saying, like, I deal with thousands of people. Out of those thousands, and I check comments, like I look, I search. I found maybe 2 people who didn't like me. Like I said, one of them is some crazy dude who, like, is, I don't even think he's sure if he likes me or not. But, you know, he sent me death threats and I don't know. I used some NLP to like calm him down, but then his psychosis peaked up again. And there's another dude who like was salty because he was like bombarding me with whatever. Anyways, I'm a likable person, so people like me. Mad Bear, peace. J Baldhail says, Trav spitting tonight. Yowza. Hey, man. Frame Star Films, peace. I saw your email. I wonder what it is you have in mind. Oh, the Digital Alchemist says, I'm happy I stayed up for this. Nice. All right, here we go. Sirenita says, I just joined. Can you please repeat the three things? Should I repeat them for Sirenita? What do you guys think? Should we do it? Hey, this right here. Patrick says, and hell, I'll even go on to say that most people aren't even thinking about you. They're too busy obsessing over themselves. Right. Stanky Red. Digital Alchemist says, what's the name of the song video? If you're in a hurry, go to my Instagram, look on my story. I posted a link of the song because like it just came out. Otherwise, you can wait to the end of this video and I'll post the link. Luke Iflin says exactly the confirmation I needed. Stanky Red. Oh, I think you're pretty cool. I learned a lot from you, Travis. All right, so let's go over those three things one more time. Number one, mirror rituals. I need you to look into the mirror and tell yourself what you're going to experience for the next week, month, year. Speak to yourself. You got a mirror in your bathroom, in your living room, in your dining room. You got mirrors in your car, everywhere. Your phone. The next time that you look at your face, speak reality to yourself. Do it. I don't care if you feel weird about it. I'm not crazy. Fuck all that. Do it. Don't watch my channel and listen to my advice and then like cherry pick. Do it or don't. But what I'm telling you is what I have been doing for several years. When you speak reality into your life, it begins to happen. It begins to manifest. Number one, mirror rituals. Take them seriously. Number two, you are enough. You are enough. And I'm not talking about your ego. Your ego sucks. Your ego sucks. If you don't like the way that I said that, click off of this video. But make sure you give me a thumbs up before you go. Your ego sucks. And underneath that ego that sucks is a soul that already knows exactly what time it is. Listen, I'll admit, sometimes I feel doubt. It's not often. Because I know who the fuck I am. But every now and then I feel doubt. And when I do, I'll go to my tarot cards and I'll do a spread. And I'm asking the spirits, what should I do? What's next? I'm falling apart at the seams. Nothing's working out. Where do I go? I held out for so long. I trusted you. What do I do? Right? I've been there. I did that shit earlier today. And when I pull those cards, I get the message that says exactly what I expected. Nigga, you got it. You're fine. Patience. Calm down. Stop stressing. This is all part of the plan. You have a higher self, right? If you're in fear, if you're in doubt, if you're stressing, that means that you're not taking into account the fact that you have a higher aspect of self that is outside the boundaries of time, orchestrating, managing, keeping the balance. When I say that you are enough, I'm not talking about your ego. I'm not talking about your opinions. I'm not talking about your memories. I'm talking about the soul within you. You don't need another class. You don't need another book. You don't need another video. Your answer to your current situation, the current problem that you have, your answer is within your grasp. It's within your environment somewhere. Look around. It's in those books that you didn't read. It's in those people that you haven't called in a couple of months. It's somewhere in your vicinity. You don't need to go out and get it. It's already there. Just acknowledge it. So that's rule number 2 that you need to have before 8-8. Number 3, equalize your obstacles. Equalize your obstacles. And what I need you to do is to exercise some chaos magic. And I need you to step into the shoes of your enemy, whether it's a person or the situation at large. If you have a situation where things aren't working out for you, I want you to become the situation. Pretend that the situation is an entity. And I want you to see through its eyes, looking at you. What is it thinking? What is it feeling? How is it processing reality? Now, like I said, that number 3 is more of an advanced type of technique. Everybody can't do it. Oh, Sci-Fi Fantasy Girl says, I needed this. J. Baldhill says, I could kiss you. Zero says, you always rock, Trav, but man, today you're on fire. Hey guys, stop it. You're making me feel like I'm doing a very, very good job today. And I was almost not going to go live, I tell you. But hey, I'm glad that you all appreciate this, for sure. For sure. Okay, so before I go, I'm going to post the link to this song if you guys like it. I'm going to be meditating to it all night, as I have been all day. I got my proof, right? I only wear these if I do my meditation for the day. So if you ever see me without this, that means I didn't meditate yet. But I tell you what, this is some potent stuff. All right, let me get the link for y'all. Okay, here we go.
सोऽभ्यतपत्ताभ्यो भितप्ताभ्यो मूर्तिरजायत या वै सा मूर्तिरजायतान्नं वै तत् ततेनाभिसृष्टं परान्त्यजिघांसत्तत्वाचा जिगुक्षत्तन्नाशक्नोद्वाचा ग्रहीतुं स यद्वैनद्वाचा ग्रहैषदभिव्याहृत्य हैवानमत्रप्स्यत
Hold on. Let me pull it up. There she is. Ace in the place. Peace, peace. Okay. Love this girl. She's very nice. So pure. She's definitely fit for this. Like, she does this full time. So these mantras are coming from a place, from someone who like does this for real. She's been away for a little bit, but she came back with this banger. She came back with this heat. So check it out. There's the link. Okay. So we've been on for about an hour and 16. I think we're good. The message has come across. Is there anything else that I can help you with tonight? Any other questions? Any other comments? Please, no more flattery, because I don't know how to take that. I know that I've been away for a while. I know that I have. And I had to for my own personal reasons. Mainly because my son has been with me for summer, and I've just been spending time with him. But on one hand, I'm sad because it's time for him to go back home. But on the other hand, I'm glad because I'm about to get into this Goetia evocation spirit stuff. So like, I don't know if y'all still care about Goetia. I don't know if y'all really were interested in the elementals and servitors, but I've got something planned that I've been wanting to do for a long time that no one has ever done, even still. Like, I've been sitting on this idea for years and nobody has still done it. Anyways, I got a couple things that I'd like to do, and I hope that you all will be ready for it, honestly. Ace says, Travis, you've got to stop explaining why you are away. I know. Sherelle Brooks says, when observing from oneself, what's the key thing or the beginning to look at? First off, I want to say, could you clarify your question? But second off, I want to say, you need to ask yourself, whatever it is you're looking at, is it useful to my goals? Is it appropriate to my goals? Is it useful? Is it appropriate? Does it resonate with me? Is it going to help me? Hardquark says, thanks, Trav. Lots of insight to reflect on. Mirror magic is often overlooked and underappreciated. It is, but it's a staple. It's a staple in my practice. Every time I pass by a mirror, I have to tell that person that I see. I have to tell that person that I see how gorgeous they are, how wonderful they are, how brilliant they are, how powerful they are, right? How much they've accomplished, where they're going, what they've been through, right? I have to. I can't look this person in the eyes without celebrating them. Listen to what I'm telling you. I can't look this person in the eyes without celebrating them, because I know what I've been through and I know where I'm going. I'm not there yet, but I'm on my way. I can't walk past a mirror without telling this motherfucker how sexy they are, how brilliant they are, how powerful they are, how smart they are, how much they've accomplished in life. I want you to do the same thing. I'm talking about the very next time you walk past that mirror. The very next time you walk past that mirror. That's what it's got to like that. That's what I'm talking about when I say mirror magic. And of course, at the same time, don't get it twisted. Like, you're not the body. Don't get it mixed up with the ego. This is not about ego inflation, but this is about remembering, like, okay, you are an avatar in this game of life. Remember that you're the character that's doing the thing. I'm this character doing this thing. Maybe that's just me. Ashley B. Peace.
Kamo vasha iti sarvanye vaitani prajnanasya namadhiyani bhavanti esha brahma indra esha prajapatirete sarve deva imani cha pancha mahabhutani.
Alex McAuliffe, peace, peace. I think I owe you some words. I do. Okay, are we good? We good? Y'all have enough? Are you full? Can I get you some more? One thing about my son, it's like every 5 minutes I'm asking him if he's hungry. And if he says yes, I will go into that kitchen and whip up an entire meal. I should probably stop doing that. But, you know, for the people you love, you go all out. For the people you love, you do anything for, right? Am I right? For the people you love, you will break your back. You know what I'm saying? And I love my son. And if the boy says he's hungry, I'm whipping out the entire refrigerator. I'm putting a slab of chicken on the cutting board. I'm bringing out the carrots, the potatoes, the garlic. I'm bringing out the food processor. All right? We're going all in. Oh my. Listen, I said no flattery, right? I don't know how to take it, but thank you. Okay. All right. Okay. So that's it. We're done. Remember, we got Lionsgate coming up. That's Leo, Sun in Leo. We got the moon in Libra, right? And what I want you to do, and what I need you to do, is to become the magician, the magus, who understands that you are the conduit of energy, the conduit of consciousness into matter. Not only that, but have the wisdom of knowing the cycles of what goes where and when it goes there. What goes where and when it goes there. That's what the High Priestess is all about. The end game, because this isn't just about lighting candles and burning incense and summoning demons. The end game is balance. It's unification. It's unification of your conscious mind with your subconscious mind and your higher self. The end game is unification of these three levels. That's the end game. Lionsgate is a prime opportunity to do that thing, right? Because we know, like, every couple of months, there's a peak energy time. There's a peak energy time. You're going to see what I'm talking about because the moon is in Libra on the 8th. So you're going to see what I'm talking about. So in order to prepare, go ahead and start this process. This means something for you specifically. Go ahead and do it. You know, and I get like my son. I really have to refrain from saying my children, but you know, I have to think of you as children whom I love. So I repeat myself often, and I reiterate many times. But it's because I want you to really get this. I want you to understand. I don't do this for any other reason other than I want you to get it. Okay. So enough feels. Enough lovey-dovey feels. I'm air sign Gemini. Ain't got no time for that. Gotta go.
सोऽभ्य एव पुरुषं समुद्धृत्य मूर्छयत् तमभ्यतपत्तस्याभितप्तस्य मुखं निरभिद्यत यथाण्डं मुखाद्वाग्वाचोऽग्निर्नासिके
Alchemy of Life says, remember y'all, Leo season, sometimes you gotta hop out and show niggas. Yeah. You good, Straight Panther, you good. I hope you're doing all right, man. All right. This is the official end of the live stream. You got my message. I've shown you 5 key tarot cards because that was part of the ritual. I'm a magus. Do you think that I just get on here and just like talk for no reason? No, it's all a ritual. And you've gone through the ritual with me. So those are the energies that are presented to you. When you go to sleep and dream about these things, you'll understand why I did it. So sweet dreams. We're out of here. This is TK Trav, aka Travis Magus, here with Lvx777. I love you. Peace.
अब्रुवन् सुकृतं पतेति पुरुषो वावसुकृतं त अब्रवीद्यथायतनं प्रविशतेति अग्निर्वाग्भूत्वा मुखं प्रविशद्वायुः प्राणो भूत्वा नासिके प्राविशदादित्यश्चक्षुर्भूत्वाक्षिणी प्राविशद्दिशः श्रोत्रं भूत्वा कर्णौ प्राविशन्नोषधिवनस्पतयो रोमानि भूत्वा त्वचं प्राविशन्श्चन्द्रमा मनो भूत्वा हृदयं प्राविशन् मृत्युरपानो भूत्वा नाभिं प्राविशदापोरेतो भूत्वा शिश्नं प्राविशन् तमशनाया पिपासे अब्रूतामावाभ्यामभिप्रजानीहीति ते अब्रवीदेतास्वेव वां देवता स्वाभजाम्येतासु भागिन्या करोमीति तस्माद्यस्यै च देवतायै हविर्गृह्यते भागिन्यावेवास्यामशनाया पिपासे भवतः तृतीयः खण्डः स ईक्षते वेणुलोकाश्च लोकपालाश्चान्नमेभ्यः सृजा इति सोपोभ्यतपत्ताभ्योऽभितप्ताभ्यो मूर्तिरजायत या वै सा मूर्तिरजायतान्नं वै ततेनाभिसृष्टं पराङ्क्त्यजिघांसक्तत्वाच्च जिगृक्षत्तन्नाशक्नोद्वाच ग्रहीतुं स यद्घैनद्वाच ग्रहैषदभिव्याहृत्य हैवानमत्रप्स्यत तत्प्राणेन जिगृक्षत्तन्नाशक्नोत् प्राणेन ग्रहीतुं स यद्घैनत्प्राणेन ग्रहैषदभिप्राण्य हैवानमत्रप्स्यत तच्चक्षुषा जिगृक्षत्तन्नाशक्नोच्चक्षुषा ग्रहीतुं स यद्घैनच्चक्षुषा ग्रहैष्यद्दृष्ट्वा हैवानमत्रप्स्यत तच्छ्रोत्रेण जिगृक्षत्तन्नाशक्नोच्छ्रोत्रेण ग्रहीतुं स यद्धैनच्छ्रोत्रेण ग्रहैष्यच्छ्रुत्वा हैवानमत्रप्स्यत तत्त्वचा जिगृक्षत्तन्नाशक्नोत्त्वचा ग्रहीतुं स यद्धैनत्त्वचा ग्रहैष्यत् स्पृष्ट्वा हैवान्नमत्रप्स्यत तन्मनसा जिगृक्षत्तन्नाशक्नोन्मनसा ग्रहीतुं स यद्धैनन्मनसा ग्रहैष्यध्यात्वा हैवान्नमत्रप्स्यत तच्छिष्णेन जिगृक्षत्तन्नाशक्नोच्छिष्णेन ग्रहीतुं स यद्धैनच्छिष्णेन ग्रहैष्यद्विसृज्य हैवान्नमत्रप्स्यत तदपानेन जिगृक्षत्तदावयत्सैषोन्नस्य ग्रहो यद्वायुरन्नायोर्वा एष यद्वायुः स ईक्षत कथन्विदम् अदृते स्यादिति स ईक्षत कतरेण प्रपद्या इति स ईक्षत यदि वाचाभिव्याहृतं यदि प्राणेनाभिप्राणितं यदि चक्षुषा दृष्टं यदि श्रोत्रेण श्रुतं यदि त्वचा स्पृष्टं यदि मनसा ध्यातं यद्यपानेनाभ्यपानितं यदि शिश्नेन विसृष्टमथ कोऽहमिति स एतमेव सीमानं विदार्यैतया द्वारा प्रापद्यत सर्षा विधृतिर्नामत्वास्तदेतन्नान्दनन्तस्य त्रय आवसथास्त्रयः स्वप्ना अयमावसथोऽयमावसथोऽयमावसथ इति स जातो भूतान्यभिव्यज्यत् किमिहान्यं वावदिषदिति स एतमेव पुरुषं ब्रह्म ततमम पश्यति तमदर्शमिति तस्मादिदन्द्रो नामेदन्द्रो ह वै नामतमिदन्द्रं सन्तमिन्द्र इत्याचक्षते परोक्षेण परोक्षप्रिया इव हि देवाः परोक्षप्रिया इव हि देवाः द्वितीयोऽध्यायः प्रथमः खण्डः ॐ पुरुषेह वा अयमादितो गर्भो भवति यदेतत्रेतस्तदेतत्सर्वेभ्योऽङ्गेभ्यस्तेजः सम्भूतमात्मन्येवात्मानं बिभर्ति तद्यदा स्त्रियां सिञ्चत्यथैनज्जनयति तदस्य प्रथमं जन्म तत्स्त्रिया आत्मभूयं गच्छति यथा स्वमङ्गं तथा तस्मादेनान्न हि नस्ति सास्यैतमात्मानमत्र गतं भावयति सा भावयित्री भावयितव्या भवति तं स्त्रीगर्भं बिभर्ति सोग्र एव कुमारं जन्मनोऽग्रेऽधिभावयति स यत्कुमारं जन्मनोऽग्रेऽधिभावयत्यात्मानमेव तद्भावयत्येषां लोकानां सन्तत्या एवं सन्तता हि मे लोकास्ततस्य द्वितीयं जन्म सोऽस्यायमात्मा पुण्येभ्यः कर्मभ्यः प्रतिधीयते थास्यायमितर आत्मा कृतकृत्यो वयोगतः प्रैति स इतः प्रयन्नेव पुनर्जायते तदस्य तृतीयं जन्म तदुक्तमृषिणा गर्भेऽनुसन्नन्वेषामवेदमहं देवानां जनिमानि विश्वा शतं मा पुर आयसीररक्षन्नधश्येनोजवसा निरदीयमिति गर्भ एवैतच्छयानो वामदेव एवमुवाच स एवं विद्वानस्माच्छरीरभेदादूर्ध्व उत्क्रम्यामुष्मिन् स्वर्गे लोके सर्वान् कामानाप्त्वामृतः समभवत् तृतीयोऽध्यायः प्रथमः खण्डः ॐ कोऽयमात्मेति वयमुपास्महे कतरः स आत्मा येन वा पश्यति येन वा शृणोति येन वा गन्धानाजिघ्रति येन वा वाचं व्याकरोति येन वा स्वादु च विजानाति यदेतद्धृदयं मनश्चैतत् संज्ञानमाज्ञानं विज्ञानं प्रज्ञानं मेधा दृष्टिर्घृतिर्मतिर्मनीषा ज्योतिस्मृतिः संकल्पः क्रतुरसुः कामो वश इति सर्वाण्येवैतानि प्रज्ञानस्य नामधेयानि भवन्ति एष ब्रह्मैष इन्द्र एष प्रजापतिरेते सर्वे देवा इमानि च पञ्चमहाभूतानि पृथिवी वायुराकाश आपो ज्योतिंषीत्येतानीमानि च क्षुद्रमिश्राणीव बीजानीतराणि चेतराणि चाण्डजानि च जारुजानि च स्वेदजानि चोद्भिज्जानि चाश्वा गावः पुरुषा हस्तिनो यत्किञ्चेदं प्राणिजङ्गमं च पतत्रिचयच्च स्थावरं सर्वं तत्प्रज्ञानेत्रं प्रज्ञाने प्रतिष्ठितं प्रज्ञानेत्रो लोकः प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठा प्रज्ञानं ब्रह्म स एतेन प्रज्ञेनात्मनास्माल्लोकादुत्क्रम्यामुष्मिन् स्वर्गे लोके सर्वान् कामानाप्त्वामृतः समभवदित्युम्